So what is going on, guys? It is Crisis Diamago here, coming at you live and in person. And today's video, guys, I want to talk to you about being too serious. And not just being too serious in life, but also just all around just being too serious, period. And the gameplay you guys are seeing in the background is just a couple of little clips of myself and Lego, and I believe Alcavar might be in one or two of them, and also my friend Chandler, who basically we were doing pretty poorly in some Conquest gameplay, and we just decided that fuck it, we were gonna jihad Jeep. And yes, that is a very trolly thing to do. It is a very noobish thing to do, and it is an easy way to piss people off in Battlefield. But if you haven't done it, go try it. It's extremely fun to do sometimes, and it's just one of those things where it's all about not taking the game very seriously. Now, when I do play Battlefield, majority of the time I do PTFO very hard. I'm constantly PTFOing, always yelling at other people to start, PTFOing. And I'm just like, let's go, there's a fucking point to what we're doing here. But nobody ever wants to seem to listen. And, so it is what it is. But basically, I just get very competitive whenever it comes to this. I get very serious, very competitive whenever I play these games, and that's pretty much how I've been my entire life. I've always been a very competitive individual. I played sports at a very young age. I think I started playing baseball when I was like 5 or 6, so it's always been ingrained in me basically since I could pretty much walk and talk that I needed to be the best. I needed to be competitive in the world, and if I wasn't first, I was last, and all that nonsense that is just not true. And it really took just starting a jihad Jeep to realize that, yes, I do take things very seriously. I have a very serious job. For those of you who are new to my channel, I deal with individuals daily who have intellectual and physical disabilities. That is my day job. That is what I do. That's also why I'm not very consistent with uploading a whole lot of videos during the week. This job takes up a lot of mental, I guess I should say, energy, and it also takes up a lot of physical energy. It is a very, very stressful job, but again, I do love my job, and it is a job that I see myself doing for a very long time, but it is also a very serious job. I take my consumers' lives in my hands every single time I step into work. That's a very serious thing to know that this person's life is basically depending on me, that if I did something wrong with a medication, I could effectively kill them. That would be horrible. If something happened like that, I would not know what to do with myself. So it's a very, very serious thing, and it's just, whenever I go to work, I'm in this constant mode of seriousness, and whenever I come home, video games have always been a way for me to kind of unwind from that, and sometimes it just carries over. My Lego and Alcavar will tell you, if you would ever talk to them, that there are random parts in a game where I'll just be playing, I'll get a bad spawn after dying, I'll spawn right in front of somebody, and I scream a whole lot of obscenities that basically mean I should be definitely going to church that Sunday. I get very frustrated because, I'm good at Battlefield. I like to consider myself in the upper echelon of players, and the stupidest shit always gets me killed, and it just pisses me off that, like, somebody who had absolutely no business beating me in a gunfight beat me, and that's when the competitive side starts to come out again. It's a very ugly beast that decides to raise its head every now and again, and again, it's just the way I was pretty much brought up. I was never the biggest, tallest kid, I guess I should say, in high school. I was never the fastest, I was never the strongest, I was never the most popular, the best looking. To be honest, I was a band geek. I was in the marching band, I was also in concert band, I played drums, I was first snare my senior year of high school, I made a county band, and all that happy fun stuff, and music and art was pretty much what I was into in high school, and I kind of got away from the sports scene because I didn't like that whole competitive nature of it anymore. It just wasn't for me, and kind of got away from it a little bit in high school, but it was still, instead of basically sports competitive, it was, this guy drives a nicer car than me, this guy's taller than I am, this kid has nicer clothes than me, this kid is better looking than me, this kid has more friends than me, And the competitive nature started to rear its ugly head again. And my senior year of high school, I had a whole lot of issues going on, but that's another video for another day. And basically, I just didn't really care my senior year. A lot of my classes bored me. They just weren't challenging enough, and I know a lot of people say that, but for me, it was the case. I was taking college-level courses my senior year, and I was basically just refusing to do the homework because it didn't interest me. I hated it. I was taking AP classes, college classes. They just didn't interest me. I was so bored that they were so boring. I would get 100% on all of my tests, but I just refused to do the homework because I was like, I already know this shit. I'm not going to do it. And I had a very rough senior year. But that's starting to get a little bit off track. But it always came back to, you know, the competitive nature in high school. It was really, really bad. And after high school, went on, did some things with my life, and, you know, kind of turned myself around and got to the position where I am today. And I got back into the seriousness of life, basically, where you have to go to work, you have to pay attention to every single thing you do at work. It has to be a very serious thing. But don't get me wrong, guys. My coworkers and I, we do try to make the day a little bit more enjoyable. We like to laugh and joke with each other and everything like that, but it is still a very serious environment. And coming home to unwind when I play video games, sometimes it carries over, and it's just not good. It's very stressful. It's a very unhealthy thing because all that anger, all that stress, all that buildup can actually take years off of your life. There's scientific studies shown that it's just not good to keep that bottled up, to be stressed all the time and all that nonsense. And it's just not good, basically. I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, it's just not good. I mean, there's really no other way of explaining it. And sometimes whenever you get like that, guys, you just have to strap some C4 to a four-wheeler, send it into a tank, jump off, and click the detonator. And just watch all your cares go up in a ball of flames because you just jihaded somebody. And that's basically the whole point of this commentary. Don't be too serious in life. Have fun. It's okay to have fun. I give you permission to go out and have fun. You officially have my permission. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go out hurting people, doing illegal shit, all that stuff. Have fun within the parameters of the law, because I don't want anybody saying, Crisis said I could do this, la la la. No, don't be doing that shit. Have fun, but do it safely and do it legally. And if you don't decide to do it safely or legally, leave my name out of it. But make sure you send me a video. With all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned a little something about maybe even yourself, about maybe you're too serious and you need a way to just kind of unwind. There are ways out there, guys, and if you do take life too seriously, just relax. Seriously, life is too short to just be serious all the time, and that's something that's taken me 24, almost 25 years to realize in life. It's too short to be taken seriously all the time. So again, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button until it breaks. We got Gorilla Glue, we'll fix that shit later. And until next time, guys, I'm Crisis Diamago. All my social media links are down below, so hit me up there. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you.